I watch this CNN program sometimes and I listen to testimonies. A lot of times that's what I'm doing in my spare time. I'm listening to testimonies of how people found Jesus, how Jesus healed people, and it's so encouraging, as a believer to hear testimonies of the saints. But I came across this testimony of this woman who was first lady of a church. First lady means she was married to the pastor. She was stricken with cancer. And she came to a point in her life where she really realized she needed God. And she said she fell on her knees, and for the first time, she realized she had never surrendered her life to Christ. This woman was the first lady, and she had never given her heart to Jesus. But she grew up in what we call the church, and when you grow up in the church, you're automatically put in the choir. You're automatically, serving on the usher board. You're automatically, doing the speeches and going through the motions and doing all these things that you do when you grow up in the church. And she never surrendered her heart to Jesus. She's a grown woman, but she's dying of cancer. And for the first time, she falls on her knees and she asks Jesus to come into her heart and be Savior of her life. And he did. And the word became so good to her. She was just reading and couldn't get enough. She was born again, In that moment, she was born again. And it's a reality that some people grow up in these church houses and they're going through the motion and they never truly surrendered their heart to God. They don't have a relationship with Christ, and so they struggle and they go through things unnecessarily, but because they haven't truly surrendered their heart to Christ. And I thank God for his mercy, because it was at that point when she was dying of cancer that she cried out to him. And lo and behold, our wonderful Savior, he came right in and he heals her completely of her cancer. But that is what the Lord allowed to happen in her life so she can realize that she needed him. I thank God for his love. I thank God that he goes after each and every one of us just like that. And even if you've been in a place where you thought you knew him, he is willing to go the distance to reach you so that you can cry out to him and make him your Lord and Savior. I don't know where you are today, but if you haven't truly surrendered your heart to Jesus, truly surrender all to him and make him Lord of your life, and he will do amazing things for you.